So here's the babies in their night cages. This is Tony on the left and Pascal. So people look after them in their cabins. And then they get a bottle before bed. So at the moment I'm looking after Tony Pascal. And then there'll be Art, Aurora and Fritz in the other night cage. They have blankets and so on. And then they sleep all night, because they'll sleep all night when they're with their foster mums anyway. And they wake up early in the morning, around 5:30 is when we get up and give them the next feed. And then they're set to go in Disneyland for the day, until they get their foster mums. So they are in a small cage, but it's just to sleep in. So it's not a problem at all. They go straight to bed after they've had these bottles. Which you can see they enjoy very much their last milk of the day. Tony sucks on the bottle in between sucking Pascal's ear. They do normally, yeah, now he's cross because he can't suck his ear. Normally they'll be sucking on the mum's teat, which is why they tend to like to suck skin, as it were. Feels comforting to them. So before bed they usually drink anywhere between 30 to 60 mils. And then this lot actually sleep all the way through the night. Marja Lisa is separate because she's got ringworm at the moment, which is a fungal skin infection, so she sleeps separate. So somebody else takes care of her. One person looks after the 5 babies, and then another person looks after her individually until she's better, so that we can make sure we don't spread anything around between the babies. And then we cover them up and they go to sleep. Here's the other 3. You've got Aurora with Art hugging her, and then you've got Fritz on the right. Okay, they're hungry, so I'm going to start feeding them. More difficult with 3 of them, as you can see. And holding a camera, but I wanted to film this for you guys. I'm going to line these up here. There's Aurora having a drink. And Art in the night feeding cage. Come on, Fritzy. Come, Fritz. Give me a bottle. Come, Fritz. Rocky? Okay, kids, here they come. Here's one Fritzy. Here's Aurora's. Come on. There you go. I promise you they've been fed tonight, but their last feed of the night, they get very hungry. Just because it's their last one before bed. So there they are having their bottles. And you can see they're all enjoying their last milk feed before bed. And then they'll be nice and settled. There's 3 of them in the cage. Usually Olku is with them, but Olku today is with foster mums for the first time. So now we've got 3 in a cage because we don't want to put one separate. Otherwise we'll give them a teddy bear, just for comfort. Okay. And then they'll continue this feed just now.
So right now I've got Appy in. She's one of the older females. She's also really good with the babies. Already Tony's been doing so much better in the few minutes that she's been in. As you can see, he's running around her, towards her, not running away screaming. She does have a very calm presence and is pretty patient with him, which is exactly what he needs. Whereas all the previous females coming in, they were all relatively young, so they just don't have the patience to deal with the screaming baby, whereas Appy does. And as well, her calm energy is obviously a lot more appealing to Tony rather than the young females that are kind of all over the place. So either Appy or Dolly, I'm thinking, will be best suited for Tony. Both of them older, have good experience, calm. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Say again. So far today, Tony has not drank anything since he's been in with his mums. So I'm gonna have to try get him to drink through the fence. Again, usually we would not do this, but he's a special one that we need to make sure he's drinking.
Although it's upside down, do notice the T on the bottom of the bottle, which stands for Tony, just to make sure he does get his right bottle. You can see how calm Appy is, so she knows the process. Some of the other monkeys, if they're not too sure, will actually take the baby away. But Appy seems to understand what's going on. Lovely monkey, she has been with us a while, and she certainly knows how to work with the little ones, or the little orphans, and sort of tie them over and get them out into the enclosure. So she's one of our prize mothers, even though she is low ranking, but she certainly knows what she's doing.
So these two have now been together for about 2 hours, and they've settled really well together. Appy's been enjoying giving Tony a full body groom, and as you just saw, every time he tries to run away, she just pulls him back by the tail. But the two have bonded really well. Tony has stopped crying, which he was doing most of the time, and it's looking really good for them. So this is the first time Tony is eating with another monkey that wasn't any of the babies or Floki. So hopefully he's got a bit better manners, because usually he's stealing the food out of everyone's mouth. He's thinking, what is all this new different types of food? So Tony absolutely loves to eat. So I'm honestly surprised that he's not in the bowl. Almost. And you can see Appy, what she's doing. She's eating all the seeds. See, these monkeys know exactly what's good. Whereas all Tony's been eating is pieces of mango. Not even fully eating them, just taking one bite and putting it back. So people always ask and kind of wonder how we can get up every day and keep going, keep working, especially during this lockdown. And this is the exact reason. He's found a mummy. He's getting groomed so good that he's basically fallen asleep. And this is the reward we get. We work long hours, a lot of walking, just constant working, but this is our reward. I don't know about anyone else, but this is enough payment for me for this job. Look at that face. Oh, our Tony Baloney's all grown up. So it's just after 6:30. So Tony's probably wondering what the hell is going on. This is usually when he's put in his cage for night shift. He's all cuddled up with his best friend Pascal, sucking on his ear, ready for a good night's sleep. And he's Appy. There we go. Appy will come to him, take him, and bring them up to the sleeping perch for bedtime. So there we go, Tony on the belly. And of course, Appy also doesn't understand what's going on. She's used to sleeping out in troop in her tree.
So here we have little Uku. So she's all set to meet foster moms at Sav, to join Dora and Holly. So, all set. Let's go.
Gonna be a screamy one, I think, but let's see. You need her bottle. Yes, let me take her bottle. Gonna grab her bottle, Jason.
Okay.
I'm sorry, girlie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little miss. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Banana distraction. So, this was pretty much expected. Some comfort food. So here we have Priya, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. You can just take it away. First contact, big hug. Okay. So Dora constantly approaching Uku. They seem to have hit it off already. Still cautious of Holly though.
Come back, be my friend.
Oh, Holly's just trying to approach slowly. Some lip smacking. So it's now later in the evening. Ulku's been in here for about, let's see, 6 hours. So as you can see, still a bit nervous, but on their first night they do get a little anxious as it starts to get darker. So we're just approaching sunset and it's kind of like bedtime, so they're not sure what's happening. So she is approaching Holly and Dora. She did, as you can see, she's going into the feeding cage. Well, she didn't quite go there, but she has been drinking from the feeding cage. And although she's a little nervous, she does go up to Holly and Dora briefly. I've got Buttercup. So let's see what happens. Hopefully when it starts to get darker, hopefully once the others settle on the perch, hopefully she'll just jump up and join them to sleep once she gets tired. But we'll see. Still a couple hours before night, so we'll see how it goes. Of course, the bush cutting in the background. Unfortunately, we can't avoid it. The grass has to be cut. So that's also making her a little bit anxious, but at the end of the day, it'll not make too much difference.
So here we have Ulku and Dora. Ulku is there, just drinking milk. There is Dora. Here are the foster mom, Buttercup. She's the foster mom from Horst 2 years ago. And here is Holly. So it's Ulke's first day in the intricate. She's still not quite sure about the females yet. But yeah.
This is Dora in the middle. She's grown up a lot, and there's Buttercup on the left, Holly on the right. We're just introducing Ulku today.
you never know who else is watching you while you're working or feeding little babies. But anyway, here's one of our African wood owls, just sitting outside keeping an eye on us in the tree while the little babies were being fed.
So this is Art. We'll just try and follow him for a little while. This is Pascal. We've got Tony, and then Art. Last minute preparations. So we've got the global cage. We've had to pretty much redo a good bit of the fence and secure it. So a lot of work, which we managed to get done in one day, which was difficult because we're so short, but everybody who was free came down just so that we can get these guys moving. The cage looks really good. Taking extra precautions and just making sure the whole cage is very secure. So we've had to use extra materials and stuff. But it looks really good. Just needs a quick clean out and then we're good to go. Say hi to YouTube.
No. Hi YouTube.
So this is the global intro cage. This is our foster mom cage for Tony and Pascal. Global trip. So hopefully tomorrow. So it will be ready tomorrow, right, Ad?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
So this is quite an old cage, so it does need quite a few repairs
Yeah.
to the fence. So we're just putting some cement down to secure it and new fence line. So I've just arrived here in the morning. The sun's just come up and it's got light very quick, but it's only just after 5, 10 past 5. And last night I did a late check at about 10 PM and Ilku was on a perch by herself. The others were on the other perch. Which is fine for the first night. Sometimes they don't always feel comfortable enough to get too close, but she was able to sleep high up on the perch, which is good. But this morning, just as I arrived, I've noticed that Holly is now carrying 2 babies. So Ilku at some point has snuggled up to Holly. So this is Holly on the right, Buttercup on the left, and both babies are with Holly, which is a nice pleasant surprise. So that's really good. So often the first night we do not force it, but as long as they're on the perch it's fine, because once they stay out for one night you find that they become a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable. So it's all about getting that first night out of the way. And all good.
So down at Sav for the early shift check. And here we have Ollie and Dora. But as you can see, there is 2 baby tails. So Oku must also be in there. Hey Holly, where's Oku? Oh. Yeah. Oku's doing good. I think she's actually suckling. And Dora's doing amazing. Hey, there she is. So now I know Oku's all good. She's already probably wanting her milk. Now Oku is all good. I'm gonna head back to Tony at Global, see if him and Appy have woken up yet. So back at Global, and I have been sitting here for about an hour, but of course, as soon as I left to go check on Oku at Sav, these 2 have finally come down from bed and are stuffing their faces. So last night I checked on them about 10. They were fast asleep on their perch. Same as this morning, it's about 6 in the morning. I was here when it was still dark, which was quite some time ago. They're only up out of bed now. So while Appy and Tony were eating, in Global Troop and close by, a lot of monkeys were vocalizing and alarm calling, and Tony literally jumped over that bowl onto Appy's belly, where he's been for the last about 15 minutes. And she's just done such an amazing job comforting him. She's just held him really close. As you can see, she just has the one hand on him. And so peaceful that the two of them were falling asleep for quite a while together. So just to explain, we usually do not have blankets in the intercage with baby integrations. But yesterday, because Tony was crying a lot, running away from the females, this is something that we do. We'll put in a blanket, and then they will most likely cuddle, sit on the blanket, and it makes it much easier for a female to come and pick them up. Which Tony didn't really bother too much with. He's not a big fan of the blankets. But lucky enough, Appy came along. And they're doing great together. So Tony still won't drink from the feeding cage, and now he's been so attached to Appy that I've tried to get a banana to distract her, but of course Tony just ate it straight out of her hand instead. Now he's too busy with the banana. Oh, no, no! Appy, your baby needs to drink. Oh. The grass. So as you can see, she's very ready to take him out, which that's not going to happen for a while. Appy, he needs to drink.
So we're now left with 4 babies in Disneyland. With Floki. Got Fritz climbing down there. Art at the top. Pascal on the left at the bottom. And then Aurora on the right hand side. Whilst Tony's got a mum Appy next door. Pascal will be introduced hopefully tomorrow, if all's well with Tony. Then they'll go in the same cage with the mums. There's Fritz at the top. Then Pascal just tried to climb, and then we've got Art just trying to climb there, and Aurora on the ground. Here's Art coming towards.
This is little Marja Lisa, a new arrival. Her mother unfortunately was electrocuted, and she was found at the bottom of the pole. Fortunately with no injuries except for a scratch on her nose, but of course she's going to miss her mom terribly, because she's of that age where she sort of knows what's going on, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for her, but her integration might go a lot quicker. Because she seems to be able to drink from the feeding cage, or has done very, very quickly. So things are looking positive from that side, but it's a little bit tough for her. Of course, all the formalities have to be followed. She's got to be weighed and just checked over and made sure she hasn't got any injuries. And then, of course, if she needs any special treatments and stuff, that'll be done. But, of course, first the weighing.
Hey, girl.
538. Yeah.
Friday's weigh day.
Hey.
Shame, a little bit of a fright moving too far to the edge of the lid, But look how quickly she looks over to the human to blame him for scaring her. So she gets that little threatening face. What did you do to me? But she recovered quite well, and you can see she is a little bit more mature, and so hopefully she'll be able to get to the foster moms a lot quicker. That's her straight into the feeding cage without anybody even showing her, so kind of remarkable, as if she knew this is exactly what she needs to do. Of course, she was given the bottle outside the feeding cage originally, just in her initial feed, and now she's seen it inside there and she's gone to help herself. Well, I'm going to leave you here with little Marja Lisa, and just say now a very big thank you for all of you for watching, for sharing, clicking on the adverts, spreading the word, joining our channel. That's very good. Clicking on like, it does help and it gets it spread out a lot more. So we are growing slowly but surely. Hopefully we'll hit the 50,000 mark soon, which will be really remarkable. So keep on sharing the videos where you can. Encourage friends to watch. Please click on the like button, and really and truly thank you for all your support. It is making a tremendous difference. It's helping us carry on. It makes us also feel good that we've got other people outside there encouraging us and helping us, and we've got people we can fall back on. You can't believe what a difference that makes while you're slogging it away here to late hours in the night and things like that. And some of the nice comments we get on the videos are also very, very helpful. So please join our channels on our Facebook group. Instagram is a lot more up to date, and of course the YouTube, if you want to find out what's going on instantly. Now and again we do have a live feed, so please do watch that as well. But thanks everyone. Till next week, we'll see you then.